This is the interrogation footage of 36-year-old Sean O'Neill Hacker, the owner of an unregistered chop shop. On January 13, 2025, police were informed using a LoJack, a police recovery system that helps law enforcement locate and recover stolen vehicles using a discrete integrated unit that broadcasts a signal. About an hour prior to this investigation, police ended up at Hacker's chop shop, arrested him, and took him to the investigation room for questioning. Hacker is in possession of over $100,000 in stolen car parts, from stolen forklifts to motorcycles, Land Rovers, U-Haul trucks to stolen BMWs. Hacker believes he can outsmart detectives using various tactics and procedures. Here is the full interrogation footage.
I'm Detective Brett, this is Detective Kelly. And I know you're kind of familiar with what's going on, at least partially with why we're here. So I know FHP read you your rights. I'm just going to do it again just because we weren't there when it happened, just to make sure you understand those.
So as far as what FHP did, I don't know, I was there, and the gate was closed. I don't know how they got into the gate, but they got into the gate and just started searching.
Yeah, so I'll go over your rights with you, and then I'll tell you.
They said nothing to me. They just automatically started searching. Didn't even say what they were looking for. They didn't tell me nothing. Just came in, started searching, started ransacking everything.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss everything with you and kind of iron it out so you understand what happened and where we're going to go from here. What's your date of birth?
2/28/88.
All right. So, just to start from the beginning, so we kind of bring this full circle for you. You know what LoJack is?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So LoJack gave us an alert that a vehicle that was stolen was on the property where you're at. I think it was this weekend. So
yeah, it was. The landlord told me that. I forgot which day it was. He was called and he got there, and him and his JSO.
Yep.
And they went through and they checked the shop. They checked everything, and
we couldn't find it. Right. So,
yeah.
So today, again,
Mm-hmm.
that same LoJack ping, whatever you want to call it, alerted it today
Oh.
that the car was again there. Don't know why it's saying it's there. It's a glitch, or it's there. We just don't see it. I don't know. So I'm just, you know what I mean? I don't know why it's saying it's there, but we didn't. That's what brought FHP there, right?
I understand.
So they're at the property, and there's a state statute that allows law enforcement to inspect anything where you store vehicles, repair vehicles, or sell vehicles.
Okay.
So that facility that you're in is rented by different people to store vehicles. Right? So that gives us the ability to search whatever's in that property without needing anything, because it's a storage lot, basically. So that's why they were there, and that's what they were conducting as a business inspection, is what the statute falls under. That would allow us to check the VIN numbers on the cars that are there to see if they're stolen or not. So that's what they were doing when they made contact with you. In doing so, they did find 2 vehicles that were reported stolen. One of them was that blue BMW that is now in multiple pieces. The other one is that white Kia Sportage that's parked out front.
Oh, I know for sure. I got the title and the bill of sale back from Copart for that Kia.
So you bought that Kia from Copart?
I have a company that I work with that bought it from Copart.
You have a company that you work for? Like, who is
No,
that?
like I have, because I don't have a personal
license.
Auction license, so
Right.
I have friends and partners that I used to work with that help me out here and there to buy cars.
Okay, which is not unlawful if it's done the right way. But who is this person that you bought this or bought you this car?
Well, it's on the bill of sale that I have somewhere at the shop there that they were.
But you know this person.
Yeah, I've met the person before.
Who was it that sold you the Kia?
The Kia? Copart, that came from
No.
Copart.
Who bought it from Copart that gave it to you?
There's two companies that work. There's Dynamics and there's EJK.
EJK?
EJK Solid or something like that.
And Dynamics?
Yeah, Dynamics Auto.
Alright, so when did you get the Kia?
The Kia was bought around October, November, somewhere around there.
You don't know the exact date?
I don't know the exact date, no. There's a lot of cars there.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
It was, I'm going to be honest with you, in November, I think it was like 22 cars that came in November.
So those cars that are all there that aren't stolen, those are also
Those
cars
all
that they got for
from
you?
Copart. Yeah,
What do you do with those cars?
parts.
You just
Those are parts.
take doors off and
Take doors off.
wrap
take
them and
whatever,
sell them individually?
Yeah, if they have somebody that want to buy something, then, you know, they'll buy it.
So do you put them in your name before you sell them? Because you don't have a dealer's license.
No.
So you just do it
They're in the
name of the people that
Yeah.
are buying them for you.
Yeah, and I have all those paperwork there at the shop.
Yes, I saw. I didn't go through all of them, but I did see your stack of titles and stuff from auctions. So, which makes sense. I mean, that's what happens a lot. The problem is we run into a lot of times is people will do what you do, and they'll slide in stolen cars
Yeah, I
here and
understand.
there, and they'll chop them, and it'll look legit because you got all this stuff, and then as long as they can get in and get out, you're all good.
Yeah, I understand.
And that's kind of what it looks like now, is that you got a lot of legit stuff going on up front, but you got that Kia, and you got that BMW, and then you got there's a jet ski in the back that the VIN's been removed from, the forklift the VIN's been removed from.
The forklift was rented also.
Is rented?
Yeah.
The VIN's gone.
That's all. That's rented.
Where do you rent that from?
I found a guy on Marketplace and I pay him every month.
Yeah, I think it's stolen.
Yes.
I'm not. We're still trying to confirm, but the VIN sticker that's on it,
That's on it.
it's
Well,
missing.
I didn't-
It's been removed.
Yeah.
So who do you rent that from?
I have his contact info on my phone.
Okay. We'll get that.
How do you pay them?
Zelle.
Zelle?
Yeah. Sometimes cash, sometimes Zelle. And I've had it since April. About April.
It's almost a year now.
Yeah. I'm sure you every time I pay monthly. And he still has they still have their ad up on Marketplace where they rent forklifts and stuff like that too. So even if you looked at your
Is it
phone
like
right now,
a person or a business? Like it's like,
it's supposedly a business because they said they have multiple forklifts.
but it's not like United Rental or something like that. It's more like personal business kind of thing, or is it more corporate?
I would say maybe personal. I don't know.
I mean, you can buy stuff and rent it out. I mean, they
look
have.
at your phone. If you looked at Marketplace right now, if you Google it, I mean not Google, but if you put it up on Market, it'll pop right. They'll pop right up.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look.
So you don't have a contract or anything? A written
Uh,
contract that says that, hey, I'm renting it for something such a time, or
I should have a piece of paper that we signed when we.
does
when
it
I-
say legitimate rental or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should have a piece of paper that it's been so long, so I you know what I'm saying, I don't
Yeah.
keep up with it like that. You know, it's not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a reoccurring month thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Do you have a business name at all? Do you?
Yeah, one way performance.
One way.
Yes, sir.
What does that license allow you to do?
That's licensed as a mobile mechanic.
Mobile mechanic event. So when you sell these parts, you're selling them on Facebook?
Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist, stuff like
So
that.
all different kind of avenues.
Yeah.
Offer up, stuff like that. Okay.
Or if somebody called me and said, hey, do you have a mirror for, I give them the address, they'll come and pick it up.
So they'll come to the shop and find the
Yeah.
car and see the part.
But I say, it's not like if they...
It's not like Ace Pick Apart where you walk around and
No.
take what
it's
you
not-
want
no,
off
you,
cars.
yeah, you don't go in there and just pick out what you want.
Okay. You let them know that you have it
Yeah.
and they come get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you working the sale of those items off of a license, or are you?
No.
No. Okay. So let's go to the BMW. We kind of covered the Kia, I guess, in a way, but where you bought the BMW from?
There was a tow truck guy that was selling the BMW. It was a water damage, and he was selling it. And I think I did a bill of sale with him. Should be in that stack. There was a lot of papers, so I did have to go through it.
So what? When was this?
This was summer, sometime in the summer.
Summer of 23?
24. We're in 25 now.
Oh, yeah, shit, 25. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I keep forgetting we're in 25 already. Driving down the street, down Lem Turner, he saw you, or?
So, you know, being in the mechanic business, stuff like that,
Mhm.
people come up to you all the time, hey, I have this, hey, I'm selling this, or they see me in the auction, because I go to ASAP auction every now and then, you know, buy stuff there.
Yeah.
So, I think he towed a car for me, and he came back and he was like, hey, I got a car for sale, bought it, and he got caught up with it, and whatever, so.
So what did he charge you for it?
I paid him $3,000.
$3,000? What do you think that car's worth?
I can't say for sure.
2022 BMW. What do you think that car's worth?
Maybe
You
40,
sell
50.
cars? Yeah, 40, 50,
Maybe.
40?
Yeah, it's wet, not wet.
Well, but you could,
Yeah.
it don't
Because
take a lot.
I have a lot of cars there that's 23, 24 that I've paid 4,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 because it's water damage, stuff like that. The hurricane that happened down south, a lot of cars came out of there that water damage.
Right.
Did you
But it's still good for body parts.
You got a title for that?
Not just a bill of sale.
So but in the state of Florida, it's required that to buy a
check.
car, you have to have a title.
Oh. That's understandable.
Yeah, you must have a title
Must
to
have a
buy a
title.
car.
I mean, I just figured it was,
Did you check the
it was
VIN
junk.
number?
It was just junk, so I wasn't thinking nothing of
Well,
it.
flood damage doesn't mean it's not able to be roadworthy.
No, I understand because, like I said, if you look at the stack, there's a lot of cars that's there that's CODs.
Oh yeah,
that I just buy it
I
just
get
for
it.
junk. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not saying you didn't buy this for parts, to sell for parts, because it was cheap.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to make you understand that, A, you must have a title, which
No, I
some
understand.
truck driver drives up and says, hey, I got this 2022
Yeah.
flood damage. Other than having wet carpet, did it have any other signs of flood damage?
I mean, everything was wet. It was foggy and all that stuff. So it was just moldy.
Moldy
and stuff
inside,
like,
yeah.
What were you wrapping it up for?
Just because I didn't want to scratch it up because it was right there. It was a shop.
Nice looking?
It was decent.
Decent?
Yeah, I mean, because I'm moving around with the forklift and stuff like that. Every now and then I bump into it or whatever, so I just wrap it up and put it in the
What parts are outside
What you mean?
of the BMW? What parts are outside?
That's the hood. I mean, the front piece, the hood. I mean, the roof and the rear piece.
So the engine's outside.
Yeah, the engine's out
You're not trying to sell that?
there. I didn't get any calls on it, so let's just sit there.
I got you. All right. Well, that BMW was also reported stolen. So when you buy something, you don't check the VIN number to make sure it's good?
That's
I mean, if you buy it from auction, I guess you
Yeah,
feel
'cause
safe
I'm
that it's
I'm
good,
just so
but-
used to just buying it from the auction and just dropping it there in the yard and whatever. So I'm just going with the flow, type of sort of thing.
All right. So what about the Honda Grom motorcycle?
Honda Grom,
The little motorcycle that's in your
TRX
garage?
150.
No, not the four-wheeler. The
Honda
the
Grom.
motorcycle, the little
That
motorcycle
was there
that's
for repairs. Somebody dropped it off to repair.
somebody dropped it off to you to fix?
Yeah, see, if you look at it, the engine is taken apart.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But you also, did you notice the VIN's gone? It's been ground off.
No, I didn't check that.
All right, so in order to do the repairs on vehicles, you have to have a motor vehicle repair license for one. Very simple. It's not hard. It's not expensive either.
No, I've had it, so.
You've had it. Okay, so you know what it is.
It just
Expired. on
expired,
it?
basically.
Okay. Was it under this name?
No, I had it under Automex.
Automax.
Yeah, another company I used to work for.
So it was
Automax.
their license, not yours.
It was their business. I used to work. It's a car dealership, and I used to work for them.
Oh, Automax is the car dealership.
Yeah,
Okay.
Automex up here.
All right. So an MVR you must have to work on something, and part of that.
So-
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so basically, so that's why, because I just started doing. So I basically set my company up, trying to get everything together,
All right.
so I can,
Well, part of the statute, and you know this when you get the license because they tell you the requirements, is that when you bring in something for repair, you must document the VIN number, the tag number, the owner, the owner's name, address, telephone number. You have to have an invoice basically accepting the vehicle for repairs, and then you're supposed to give them an estimate, or at least
something to
show what you're going to repair engine or whatever. Just you don't have to give them a dollar amount right away, but you have to document that to have a vehicle on your property to do the work. You can't just drop it off and not document it. And really the biggest reason is what you're caught up in right now. You got a bike with a ground off VIN number. Well, why would you ground a VIN number off on a bike?
I don't know anything about it.
What would you
think
it would
honest,
be?
I didn't even know that small bike came with a VIN number on it.
So you worked at Automax before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when cars come in, don't they give you an invoice?
Work
order?
We didn't really have work orders and stuff like that. It just
Automax?
Automax expensive, yeah.
They didn't give you any, there were no work orders.
No work order. No.
Just kind of.
I don't know what they're doing now, but when I was working there,
Automax,
it's Hollywood, down in Hollywood.
Oh, in Hollywood.
Yeah, Miami.
Oh,
Because
down
I
south.
because I just moved here. My son was born, and I just moved here to,
How long you been in Jax?
He just turned 2, so exactly 2 years.
All right, so I mean, obviously you've got some learning, some catching up to do when it comes to yeah, we all do, but when you operate a business, you have to make sure that you're operating it within the guidelines, and it's for tax purposes, and for legal purposes, and some of this legal stuff, it's not to get hemmed up, it's just to protect you.
I understand.
Because like that jet ski in the back, the blue one, the what's up with that one?
That was Marketplace. Yeah, that was Marketplace.
You bought it off Marketplace?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the VIN's been removed off of that. Again, that's a clue that it's stolen, right? I mean,
yeah.
And then you have 2 jet skis on the side of the building. Whose are those?
That's our customers.
You're gonna be working on those?
One of them, the check engine light and stuff was coming on. The other one, the engine is inside the shop. I was rebuilding the engine because I rebuild engines. So.
But again, if they didn't come back stolen, but if they did, then we're in a greater situation. Again, you got stolen jet skis on the side of your business that you're working on with no invoice, and you don't have anybody documenting who dropped it off, what day they dropped it off, the VIN numbers or the whole numbers for the jet skis. So there's a lot of things these laws are put in place to protect you as the business owner, because without that you get caught up like this, right? So from the outside looking in, you got a guy that doesn't have the proper licenses.
No, I understand.
You got stolen vehicles there. One of them's chopped into pieces. We got another one that's been pinging there on and off for the past week, which we didn't find. But that again, I don't know what's going on with that. Did you ever see a 2025 Range Rover out there anywhere?
I haven't seen any Range Rovers
Or Land Rovers. It's either
Any
Range or
brand new
Land.
vehicles out there?
No one's driven up in them lately.
No, not that. Because everybody that comes into the yard has to have a code. I mean, the only thing I can say, a lot of people come to the gate because of that school.
Right.
So I don't know.
But you haven't seen one come in the lot.
Not that I've seen.
And not only that,
G-Wagon or anything?
No, sir.
I was gonna say that's my next. That was where I was
Yeah,
going
because
next.
I know they were looking for a G-Wagon too, and I'm like.
Right, but what I'll tell you is that LoJack pinged it at your business as well.
Yeah, because I was there today, and
Yeah, I remember that. I saw the report that they made
came
contact with you.
and I was there like, I don't know nothing about that, And then they came back 2 days later with a search warrant, and I wasn't there at
Right, you weren't there that time. Yeah. So again, we have 2 vehicles that are pinging there with LoJack, meaning they're stolen. We didn't find them, but it's the same lot you work at.
Yeah, I understand this, but
So you know what I mean? See how it looks like with us?
yeah,
Like
no. I
I
understand.
It was there.
Huh?
I said
It had to be there at some point for it
You
to do
understand
that.
that? I mean, that's.
I mean, I'm not there 24 hours, so.
Sure,
you know what
I
I'm
get it.
saying?
And we're not pointing the finger at you for everything.
No,
but,
I understand.
But we're just saying, when you look at all of this, you got 2 vehicles that we haven't been able to find that were stolen, that GPS put it there. We got 2 vehicles that were reported stolen that are there, both of which you say you purchased. Then we've got a motorcycle that you're working on that's got a ground off VIN. We got a jet ski that you bought off Marketplace that has a missing VIN. A forklift that you're renting with a missing VIN. So it just looks bad.
It's not a good look. I understand.
And I mean, you don't have a lot of answers other than I didn't know or I bought it. And it's the Copart. I'm promising you, did not sell a stolen Kia.
I have the paperwork that came with it.
But that doesn't mean that that's where it came from.
There's 2 different VINs on that thing.
2 different bins.
Yeah.
The VIN that's publicly displayed is not the correct VIN for that Kia.
They come. That's how it comes. I get it how it comes.
So
No,
you're a mechanic, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever hook it up to an OBD reader?
I mean, I haven't really done much to it.
What did you pay for the Kia?
That one was.
You said you've had it for several months, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That one was maybe like 8,000-9,000. I paid for that one.
Now, when you buy these cars from the auctions, do you pay Dynamic Auto and EJK, or do you pay the auction?
Their account. So the account is basically prepaid.
So you just pay the
So
people
they
you
pay.
know?
They pay. It's the
The
money.
floor plan.
The money's the floor plan is there, and then I just pay them back.
So you pay these 2 businesses,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
Do you pay them what they paid for it plus a little finder's fee?
Yeah,
kind
they
of
have
thing?
like a 4. Some they're charging like 4%. Some they charge 5%. And then whenever, I just got to work it out, do the calculations on whatever.
And do you normally pay cash, check? How do you pay?
Zelle or Cash App or something like that.
So is your primary income what we saw today, or do you have another source of income?
I'm just a mechanic.
Just a mechanic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you don't have another job that makes money as well?
No, sir.
Okay. What in your shop, in the area out front of the shop, are you working on right now, like as far as mechanic work?
So the jet skis, for sure. There's a F-150 there for sure. There's a Mercedes-Benz that just came from Daytona Thursday or Friday. The
A
white.
customer?
Yes, sir.
Come all the way from Daytona?
I got people all the way from Miami. I get people from Atlanta. Because I'm a known mechanic, so
It's a long ways to go.
they put them on transport and they send them to me. I've had people from, when I was in Miami, I had people shipping cars from Atlanta for me to work on. I try to be fair with people. I don't, your car needs repaired, I'm not going to shit you out your money. So people know me, people move, and people still use my services.
So that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
having a good reputation
That's
is, that's.
Yeah, the Silverado, the white Silverado, that's a transmission. The Volkswagen has an electrical problem. The one that's to the fence. The semi truck, it has a regen situation going on with it. The white Acura TL, that's transmission. The F-150 is right behind that one. On the far side, there's a GMC Terrain. I put an engine in that one. That guy paid half the money and he didn't show back up. There's a Trooper. I think it needs a fuel pump.
What about that boat?
The boat, that's mine.
That's yours.
Yes, sir. I brought it in because it has a fuel leak, so I'm trying to get it together because this fishing season I got to be on the water. I like shrimp, so
Okay.
yeah. So that's why. And the floor was messed up, so I changed the wood and put a piece of metal and trying to patch the carpet up a little bit. That 4-wheeler that's there, like I told you, I bought that one on Marketplace. I have the bill of sale and everything also.
Yeah, that's not report stolen. So.
Okay. What else is there that I'm repairing?
Who brought the Grom in?
It was a kid that brought that in.
Someone you know, or just talking about?
There's 2 Nissan Sentras. The silver one is from Orlando, Dealing, Florida. The black one is from a kid around town. I don't really know him for sure, like, you know, but that came, he was the same person that brought that drum. Parts are supposed to be coming in from Amazon for me to repair it sometime soon. That's the white Audi. The guy wants body work, but I told him he told me it was a small damage. He dropped it off, and I'm looking at it like, yeah, this is too much. So he's supposed to be picking that back up with a tow truck because I don't do that much body work. Ford Escape transmission. It's the same person that owns the white Silverado. That's a guy. He's over on somewhere in Moncrief area.
It's great that you remember all this.
Yeah,
However,
this
you've
is-
got to
that's-
keep it. You have to run a business. You have to keep that stuff logged. You have
Maybe
to have,
maybe because I'm so used to just knowing it off the top of my head, why I haven't been like writing it down or logging it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's required by law to
You
do
can't trust
this.
people to do that for you. They're going to be honest, bringing stuff in. If
You're
that's the case,
Yeah.
because you know you got several stolen things there, and then it's on you.
Yeah. And then the white Chevy Express, that's my work van.
Okay.
But it needs bearings and some stuff that it's just parked up until I repair it.
What about that black tow truckish thing?
That's for. Oh, that's another guy that sends me work. It's called Bradshaw. Brandon. The gas tank was falling off. He had it tied up by like ropes. So I repaired the brackets on that for him, and the AC has an issue.
So it's a customer car as well.
Yes, sir.
You bought any brand new Land Rovers, or
No, sir.
because in the back
And
there,
yours?
in the back of your shop there is a cargo thing with a brand new.
The newest one I have there is 15, I believe.
Well, I'm just saying this brand new like
So
medical kit.
It's
and
like a
everything.
cargo box.
Cargo box.
thing.
Yeah.
But there's a guy that comes around there. He was sleeping on the streets. That's all that stuff, like homeless guy.
Yeah.
So he comes here and there, and I basically let him watch the shop for me when I'm not there. So
So
all that stuff back there belongs to him.
It's sitting on top of the jet ski parts in the back.
So yeah, his all that's it's a jet ski parts, and then a bunch of stuff back there for him. I see a bunch of bags and clothes and stuff like that back there.
Is that his big sword?
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing?
He makes knives.
That's not a knife.
Well,
That's like a battle axe.
yeah, that's not right.
Samurai sword.
I think he was there. He was there the night when they came looking for that Range Rover. Him and when he opened up for the landlord and JSO when they came.
Okay.
Like I said, he comes in the house. Is there down there? I need somebody to sweep the shop or clean the bathroom and stuff like that. You know, I throw him a few bucks and he takes care of
Do
them.
you know his name?
Barry.
Barry?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know
his
his
last name.
full name. I just know him as
White guy, black guy?
White guy.
And he didn't mention anything about a Range Rover
No, sir.
or a G-Wagon?
No, sir. He doesn't. He barely knows his head from his ass.
Yeah. Understood.
So how do you think you got that kit and everything?
Oh, like I said, I'm not. I wouldn't even say it. I'd be lying if I tell you something.
Well, it's just funny that we're looking for a Land Rover and
It's literally like
that
a little box
box.
that's the storage,
Yeah.
and it's
I mean,
it's his Range Rover.
Like I
on the
said,
side of
everything
it.
that's there is crap. Nothing there seems, you know what I'm saying, to me. He picks up stuff, and sometimes I tell him, hey, don't bring that stuff. Like I see him show up with some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's bottles and pans. I'm like, yo, don't bring that shit here. So maybe he found that bag somewhere, or I can't say.
okay.
Who else is in that lot besides you? Like as far as that works on things, are you the only one mechanic in there?
Yes, sir.
So everyone else just parks like
Yeah,
stuff.
all those trucks and stuff. The box trucks they come and go, but I've seen them like repairing stuff on the box trucks.
What about the U-Haul trailer?
Oh, that's been there. That's been sitting there for some time.
You don't remember who brought that in?
No, it's just been sitting there.
But how long, you think?
I'll say something around summer.
So summer?
Sometime in summer.
So, you know, and I'm not saying it's not your property, I get it, but you know U-Haul, like, you have to rent those things. So, was it odd that a U-Haul trailer was sitting there since summer?
Like I said, I come and go, and it was just sitting there, and like even all those trailers, they're just sitting there. Everything there's just sitting there. You know, it's none of that. They're none of my business.
No, I get it. I mean, there's more there than you. So but you didn't think like you pay by the day to rent these things, and it's sitting there since summer. That's odd.
I just never really cared about it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, it was stolen too.
Was it U-Haul trailer?
Yeah. So, and again, that's further up from where you are, so I'm not trying to put that on you. I just brought it up because it was also stolen and it's been there since summer as well. So, again, it's just the totality of a lot of this is just it's damning. You know, it doesn't look good when you have 2 stolen vehicles that are pinging there, even though we didn't find them there, and then you have items that would come out of one, even though we can't prove it came out of that one, in the shop, and then when you got a chopped up stolen car, and then the car out front that's stolen, it doesn't look good. You know what I mean? And then of course you're operating a mechanics business without a license, and without invoices, which is all violation of law.
As far as I knew, you didn't need a license to do mechanic work in Florida, so that's why I was just.
You get a license for everything.
Yeah, the state's going to get their money some way or another, and that's the motor vehicle repair license. That's what you.
No, I know. Like I said, I've had it with the other companies.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like you should know that. You may not know the process to get one, but you should know that you have to have one because you work places that had those licenses, and it's very simple, and it's not even expensive to get a motor vehicle repair license. It's just a process that makes you follow the rules. You gotta get your tax ID. You gotta get insurance. Things that they require, like the document the vehicles that are coming in for repairs. So if law enforcement or a customer were to come in and think, hey, that's my stolen truck, and you're like, no, John Smith brought that to me. Here's the invoice. You're protected. You're covered. But when you don't have any of that, it looks like you're part of the problem. So. That's why we're here. I mean,
No, I definitely understand. It's my fuck up, to be honest with you. I didn't.
Do you remember the record driver, the company, the name?
I think I have a phone number in my phone somewhere.
But you don't know if it's saved under a name or a business?
It is saved under a name.
A name?
Yes, sir.
All right. And this Kia, do you remember if you bought it from EJK or Dynamics Auto?
I definitely would have to look at the paperwork.
And it's in that stack that's in the shop?
Yes, sir.
So a lot of the information these guys come in, they call you on your phone? I mean, is it...
You mean
like how do you keep...
Because just like I said, today, some cars were supposed to be coming in from auction today, from Copart.
Okay.
But do you use your phone to communicate with the people that bring the cars to you? Is what he's saying.
Yes, all the tow truck drivers and the transporters and stuff.
They call you. Hey,
they
bring
call
this
me
in.
and they'll, I also have a dispatch. There's a dispatch company that I use to transport cars.
Where do you get the dealer tags from?
The dealer tags came from one of those companies.
From one of these two?
The registration is in my glove box. I would have to look at the registration and see what it says.
But you know the dealer tags are not meant to be driven around with, right?
To transport cars.
Yeah.
That's a transport tag.
Dealer tags are so the dealer is covered while you go test drive a car. It allows the customer to be protected under the insurance company that has the coverage for the dealership that's selling the car It protects that car when it goes out on the road and brought back to the dealership. It's not, you can't go home with it, you can't, there's a lot of things you can't do with dealer tags. And putting on your personal car and driving it is definitely illegal.
Well, that car, like I said, I bought that car in Georgia, and I fixed the engine.
Why did you not put it in your name yet?
It still had some stuff going on with it, so I was just making sure everything was good before. Or I was actually thinking about selling it back, reselling it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a dealer's license, you must have.
To resell it.
Yeah, you have to, if you sell three or more vehicles in the state of Florida in any given year, you have to have a dealer's license.
Well, here's the story. I didn't sell anything, so.
Well, I'm not saying that car is getting you in trouble. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's more sharing information with you than blaming you. But if you sell a car and you sell 3 or more in any given year, you got to have a license for that too. So I'm just, we're educating too. It's not, we're not just.
And the dealer tag's gotta be under your name, so someone else's.
Yeah, you can't just go take some company's dealer tag and throw it in your car and drive it. You bought it from Georgia for personal use, you can't use a dealer tag for that. I mean, you're just, it's because you're basically using that as your registration, and that doesn't go to that car, and the car's not even registered to you. So you basically have an open title right now, which is again illegal. If you had a dealer's license, it wouldn't be, because you can possess cars to sell later. But without a dealer's license, you're just like the 3 of us are all people. You don't have licenses. So if I buy a car, I'm required to put the title in my name and register it if I'm going to put it on the road. You don't have to register it to get a tag for it if you don't drive it. You can title it in your name, leave it in your driveway, or leave it at your business. But once you start driving it, then you have to have a registration and tag before you put it on the road. So a lot of things you got to clean up so you don't get in further trouble. Because we don't deal with all the DMV stuff so much, but DMV is going to find out about this, and they're going to probably watch and see what you're doing and making sure your license and they're going to put the screws down if you don't if you don't get it fixed. And we're probably going to come back at some point in the near future and make sure your licenses are straight before you continue to operate. And again, these aren't hard things. I mean, it's a simple process. It'll take a little bit of time to fill out the paperwork and get it all brought to you, but it's not a hard process, and just need to get done ASAP. Because you got a lot of stuff to clean up. I don't know. Did you tell me which one of these businesses, which one of these 2 you bought the Kia from? You just you say it's in the paperwork.
Yeah, it's the paperwork.
All right.
It's possible I might have a copy of my phone. It's possible.
Make a picture of it.
Trying to think if it might just show me the Copart information.
Because Copart's pretty thorough on their cars. They sell them. They do OBD readers. They got ex-law enforcement that check those cars over. They do a lot of work on them. Highly unlikely that they would
Have sold a stolen car, yeah.
Push out a car with 2 VINs on it.
And we're going to follow up with Copart too, and we're going to give them the VIN number that's on the dash, and we're going to make sure that that car was sold by them, and all that good stuff as well. But right now, you're possessing a vehicle with an altered VIN, which is not good either. So, but a lot of this might get cleaned up if we can, find proof, or you can provide proof. But until that happens, it just looks bad. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that look shady. You know what I mean? So, do you ever rekey cars, or?
No, sir.
What's the programmer that you have in your car?
Also,
yeah.
I literally just got that I actually got it last week off Amazon.
But for what purpose?
That's the diagnostic machine.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that, but yes, it is a tablet for diagnosing issues.
Like
yeah.
Because on the back seat there's a red one but it's just outdated. So I basically just upgraded.
Oh, so you got a new. You had one, but you got a new.
Yeah,
one.
the old one is sitting on the back seat.
I got you.
Next to my son's car seat.
Okay.
I just upgraded to the new one. Literally, I haven't
You used it yet?
I tested a few cars.
On the old one, have you used that one?
The old one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old one is something I usually use every day.
Okay. Did you change fins on that thing?
I never tried.
Never
No.
tried? You
No,
know,
sir.
it records those things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just,
It's
that's what's amazing about those things.
Can you program keys for that?
Not well. The old one, like I said, is outdated. I've programmed key for a Honda.
So it will program a key?
Cut keys you can't.
No, I mean like for a fob for it
For
to work,
fobs.
pair up with a car.
I've never tried any new cars and stuff like that.
I thought that device.
No, I know it's capable. But
Okay,
like I
okay.
said, I've never. I say the most I've done was a Honda. Program.
But it's kind of like
But actually, it was my
Snap-on tablet where you plug it in and say check engine lights on and it tells you what the problem is. That's the primary
Yeah.
use for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gotcha.
It tells you whatever sensors are bad or
Right.
whatever's going on.
Because that's a good one, right? I mean, that's like a if you're looking at ones to buy, like Autel's a,
Yeah, it was
a
a
good
yeah,
brand.
one of the good ones.
Yeah.
It's a real good brand. Yeah.
Yes, I just literally upgraded, and it was telling me that it came with a new program, and it's actually 2024. They want another $1,500 just for the update.
Just to update it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn. What did the device cost?
It was 5,000.
That's why Andre would keep saying about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like 5,000.
he was saying it was expensive to update. He's got one of the mechanics we know has,
Yeah,
I forget what
but-
brand, Bosch or something, he has one that's, no, Snap-on I think his is, but he was talking about how expensive
Yeah,
it was
with the
to
updates, yeah.
update it.
And that's the thing, I was looking at it with the old one. The old one is just outdated, and I'm like, might as well bite the bullet and put it on a credit card.
Do you document, like if you sell me a side mirror, do you document that or you just sell it?
I just said,
Do you charge sales tax and all that stuff on there?
I mean, like I said, you came to me, you wanted a mirror or a door, and I said, hey, give me $50.
Right.
It's $50 it is.
But do you claim that income? And the reason I'm asking is because
honestly, I'll
they're-
be honest with you. No.
you got, that's the stuff. That's the kind of stuff. I'm again, education. That's
Yeah.
not pointing the finger, but trying to keep you out of trouble. Trying to make sure you understand that Uncle Sam wants his cut too. So
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
document these things, it's going to get you in even further trouble.
And I'd be straight up and honest with you. Some of that stuff I was just, like I said, with the parts stuff, I probably wasn't doing it just to, because it's giving Uncle Sam all the extra money.
No, I get it. I understand. I understand that. I'm not saying. I'm just letting you know that.
Yeah, I know
I don't want
that.
you to get into further trouble down the road because you're not doing that as well. So just think about business. It's good and it's great to own your own business, but if you don't do it the right way, it'll bite you, and that's that's why you're sitting here, because some of these things are not being done the right way. And I'll tell you, moving forward, when you buy cars, you got to check them thoroughly, especially if you're buying them from somebody off a tow truck or someone off Facebook or someone driving up the street, and say, hey, I got this car, I'm behind, or I'm tied up or whatever, I need some money, and you buy these cars, you got to thoroughly check them. Use that Autel machine, plug it in, and find out what the VIN is. Make sure it matches the dash. Check it. You can call JSO non-emergency. Give them the VIN. They'll tell you if it's stolen or not.
Emergency number just.
Say, I own a repair business. I need to check this car. Something seems fishy, and they'll run it and tell you if it's stolen or not. They won't give you any other information, but they'll tell you. And they probably won't tell you it's not stolen. They'll just tell you if it is stolen.
Gotcha.
But they'll tell you. Or flag an officer down. Say, hey, this guy just dropped his car off, and can you check the VIN? They'll do it. But there's a lot of stuff in cars that you gotta know, and you take some personal responsibility and learn these things so you don't get yourself caught up. Because when you start dipping into buying cars and selling cars and repairing cars, there's a lot of different pieces that go with it. And again, it's not necessarily a hard process, but it's a process. So. All right, well, we got some paperwork to do, so we'll be back in a little bit.
All right, sir. Stand up for me. All right. Hands behind your back. Your hands like you're praying. There you go. Just gonna have to back up a little bit.
Sean Hacker was arrested for operating a chop shop and 3 counts of possession of vehicle with altered VINs. All subjects are innocent in the court of law until proven guilty.